50 Cent and Eminem, the legendary friendship. Under the tutelage of Eminem, but also Dr. Dre, 50 Cent began his debut in 2006, which enabled him to achieve the popularity he is today. Continue to learn more about the bond of 50 Cent and Eminem. The iconic legends 50 Cent and Eminem. 50 Cent and Eminem are two well-known musicians from the 21st century. They had made contributions to the profession with tracks like Candy Shop and Lose Yourself. The two have a particular relationship and are also said to support one another in the toughest and crucial situations. We credit Eminem for discovering 50 Cent and providing him with the skills to enter the music industry. With the timely help of Grammy awardee and famous recording artist Dr. Dre, 50 Cent and Eminem went on to be one among the top musicians to date, 50 Cent ruling the hip-hop world and Eminem alongside being the rap god himself. The bond beyond music. 50 Cent debuted in the music business with his album Die Trying and Get Rich. The albums were published by Shady Records, which is managed by Eminem. Eminem worked as a guide and assisted the young rapper to get his major move, according to the budding rapper in the year 2006. Candy Shop as well as In the Club were smashing songs from his debut album that we all know. Also, he proceeded on to negotiate a $1 million. Dr. Dre, the famous rapper turned producer, was acknowledging this. When questioned about his connection with the fellow artist 50 Cent, the Grammy-winning rapper allegedly responded, "It's pretty much the same as it's always been." So 50 Cent and Eminem definitely share an iconic bond apart from being iconic by themselves individually. Eminem casting in 50 Cent's production, 50 Cent and Eminem. Eminem will again have the chance to come up with his acting talents after roughly 20 years and probably one dish of spaghetti since about the debut of 8 Mile OST. White Boy Rick, who is a heroin dealer turned FBI spy, has been featured in an impending Starz miniseries called BMF. 50 Cent obviously produces this. Curtis Jackson 50 Cent has exclusively produced a number of shows about the nefarious background from the very starting. And we see him slating to executive produce a significant project over again. The plenaries rose to the status of a local superstar. And their popularity and exposure soared after they began utilizing drug proceeds to support their hip-hop endeavors. The music business alongside friendship. The venture into the music industry was primarily a means of laundering the continuous flow of cash they were receiving from cocaine deliveries, but that didn't really mean BMF Records wasn't really a success after all. BMF Productions was a marketer for hip-hop artists such as Young Jeezy, Fabulous, Trina, E40 during its heyday. There is obviously no doubt that these legends cherish their friendship even though equally being successful in the music industry.